Hey guys, Robbie Falk here. I'm leaving Memorial Gymnasium. I am doing my best Trey Biddy impression. My friend from Arkansas who does the walk and talk videos. This is going to probably be a one and only thing because I forgot my tripod. So I'm just going to give some thoughts on Mississippi State's win tonight at Vanderbilt. Just a fantastic win, I think, for Mississippi State. One that I think is going to look really good by the end of the year as the Bulldogs win this one 76-64 here at Memorial. Old school gym here. Still has that old school feel to it. I thought the main thing for Mississippi State in this game was just the production from everybody outside of Josh Hubbard and Riley Kugel. They were struggling tonight. Josh Hubbard, I thought, pressed a little bit. Riley Kugel didn't quite look himself in this game either. And in that absence, you saw a tremendous effort from RJ Melendez, who scored 19 points, had 7 rebounds. Cam Matthews had 13, I think. 5 or 6 rebounds, was just all over the place, just bullied guys in the post on both ends. He had 3 or 4 block shots, a couple of assists. He was Cam Matthews tonight. And also, I thought Keyshawn Murphy had some big plays down the stretch. Claudell Harris was fantastic, 13 points for Claudell. Hit a huge 3 when the game was kind of waning a little bit for Mississippi State. They had a 22-point lead in the second half and were able to come away with this 12-point victory despite the thing getting down to 5 points there late in the game. Kind of dying on the vine a little bit. Really struggled to score. Melendez got a big basket when the game got to 5 points. They go to a timeout. Claudell Harris comes out of it, hits a 3-pointer to get the lead back to 8, and from there Mississippi State was able to come away with a win. So to me, just a fantastic night for Mississippi State on the road. This is going to be, I think, one of the toughest years for SEC teams to try to win ball games on the road. 30-point win for Florida against Tennessee, which was just mind-blowing that game played out the way that it did. Kentucky loses at Georgia to a Georgia team that I think is much improved, but I don't think anybody was expecting that. And then Auburn was taken to the wire by Texas on the road. They end up winning that game, I think, by 5. They had a big lead like State did, and Texas was able to get back into it. The best teams are going to be able to steal these games on the road, but it's still going to be very difficult to win and win most of your road games, even some of the better teams. This is a good sign, I think, for Mississippi State early on in the schedule to go to a place like this. I don't think they win this kind of game the last couple years, but this team is built different. We've known that from the start. Built a lot different than years past, but it's not totally different in terms of the intensity and what they can do on the defensive end. I don't know if their defense is as good as it was the last 2 years, but they are still completely capable to go out there and clamp the team down for a little bit. I thought we saw that in the first half of this game. And then down the stretch, late in the ball game too, defense was just fantastic. So big-time win for Mississippi State on the road. This is such a tough place. My entire life I've seen Mississippi State come here with good teams and get blown out or lose tough games. I can think back to that team that came here, I think it was in 07, and lost to the Commodores. They just got red hot from 3, and it was just a heartbreaking loss to lose the way that they did in that one. So this has been kind of a house of horrors for Mississippi State and for a lot of teams. To get a win like that here is absolutely huge. And now you kind of turn the table and you come back home and you get a chance to host Kentucky, a team that has absolutely owned Mississippi State for the better part of 15 years. No John Calipari anymore, but you still have the Wildcat Blue coming to town, and still a very talented team, and they're going to want to bounce back after a tough loss tonight. So that game's at 6:30 on Saturday, Mississippi State in Kentucky. at the Hump. It's sold out, but there's still some tickets available. We'll see what the weather brings and, how that shakes out. But I'm expecting a huge crowd if the weather's cooperable. And, we'll see what happens. Should be a great atmosphere. Mississippi State's 14-1. Best start in the first 15 games since 2003-04. We remember that team, Rick Stansbury, with a great team that won the SEC. Timmy Bowers, Lawrence Roberts, Winston Frazier. Just a fantastic team. I think this team is every bit as good as that one potentially. But they'll have to prove it in a league that's even stronger than that one that we saw back in the day. All right. Appreciate y'all checking in. Promise, Trey Biddy, if you're watching this, that I'm not stealing your gimmick. But for tonight, this is what we're going to do. Y'all have a good one. Catch you down the road.